back here with another NBA offseason guide. Hope you are all doing well. In this one, we are detailing and reviewing the Portland Trail Blazers, who are coming off of the second year in a row that they aren't in the playoffs. Another subpar season out in Portland. It seems that the front office has learned that it's not easy to retool around a guy like Damian Lillard. Now, that's not saying that Damian Lillard is a great player, because he is. But retooling around him is something that the front office has done for quite some time, dating back to when Neil Olshey was in the front office, and back when LaMarcus Aldridge, Robin Lopez, Wesley Matthews, and Nicolas Batum were all on the team. And the Blazers decided to part ways with all four of those guys and rebuild around Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. But this is going to be the most critical offseason in Trailblazers history. You've got Damian Lillard, who supports both Chauncey Billups and Joe Cronin, but he doesn't want to be a part of another rebuild. Hypothetically, if you read between the lines, the Blazers have this offseason to make things right by their point guard, or he's going to want out. So you've got to define the direction of the organization. Are you going to build around Dame, get him a couple of stars, or at least one, and a hope for the best that it brings a championship back to Portland? Or are you going to trade away your star player and rebuild with Anthony Simons and Shaedon Sharpe? That's the direction that, and the two things that this organization has to figure out before they make any rational decisions this offseason. Lillard has said, and in his exit interviews after the Blazers' last game this season, he said that there's stars that want to play in Portland, but it's up to the front office to go out and get those guys. Now, the question is, and there's been rumors to who they are, but who are those players? Who are you willing to go out and get? Maybe a guy like Mikal Bridges. Personally, I don't think that the Nets are going to part ways with him. He's young. They just received him from the Phoenix Suns in return for Kevin Durant. Do you go get Jaylen Brown? Do you go get Draymond Green? Maybe Joel Embiid? That's something that the organization has to figure out. Fans can say that they want this guy all they want, but in reality, it's not up to the fans. It's up to the front office as to who they go get. You've got your picks this season. You've got a top 5 pick pretty much guaranteed at this point. 10.5% chance at the number 1 pick. Now, if you get the number 1 pick, do you take Victor Wembanyama, or do you trade that away and get one of those stars? Personally, I think you've got to take Victor Wembanyama there. But you've also got the number 23 pick that you got in return for Josh Hart, as well as an early second-round pick with number 43. Those two are ones that I feel like the Blazers definitely could trade away if the other team is wanting those ones. Then you got to figure out what you want to do with your own free agents. You've got Jeremy Grant. Do you put him in a sign and trade? He has also been supportive of Chauncey Billups as a coach. You got Cam Reddish. Do you bring him back? Do you ship him out as part of a sign-and trade? And then you've got Matisse Thybulle. Thybulle is the most interesting piece here. Jeremy Grant was really nice. It was nice having him in Portland. He's a Portland native or Oregon native, but Matisse Thybulle is the one that fits the most out of these three in Portland, and that's due to his All-NBA defense. You've got the blue chip prospects, Simons and Sharp, but with those free agents, you've got to figure out which ones you want to bring back, which ones you're going to let go. You only have $33 million currently on the books available. So you got to figure out if you're going to be able to bring all three of those back. Jeremy Grant is going to want at least $20 million. Cam Reddish, maybe 6. Matisse Thybulle, maybe 4 to 10. So you're probably not going to be able to bring back all three of those guys. Do you bring back 2? Do you bring back 1? It's something the organization is going to have to figure out. But you have the draft capital to add to the roster via the draft or to trade for a star. But as I mentioned, it all depends on the direction that the Portland Trail Blazers organization wants to go. There are stars that want to play in Portland. Damian Lillard is getting impatient. So it's up to the front office to make a move.